Well, I did it again. I clicked out of the game to unmute my microphone and say hello. Hello to all of you who may be watching. I see Lygodia Fireball. Welcome, welcome. Boy, so last time... I still haven't really wrapped my head around what happened last time. I can't tell. I feel like I need to know more about the rest of the game in order to figure out how I feel about what happened last time. Like, is the... To play so much of this game and then all of a sudden be like, actually, the people behind it all are a conspiracy cult, super powerful Illuminati group who are trying to build a satellite to proliferate an AI throughout the universe. And I can't tell how much of this is fake, right? How much of this is just in Iris's head, and how much of this is going to be quarantined to this timeline and not actually be like a bigger part of every timeline. This is just the one where you find out about it. So I'm a bit late. My throat's been giving me trouble, so you might hear a couple throat clearing sounds here and there. I apologize for that. And it was so bizarre that it made the characters start acting weird. In order to try to cram in all of that crazy exposition and plot twists and stuff, the pace had to start moving extremely quickly, except for when it lingered forever on the stupidest dialogue exchanges. This game sure loves its sexual humor, its horny jokes. I don't even like it. They're just they just don't work most of the time, and they're so out of place that I can't. It's like, I don't know, if you have a character who tells those kinds of jokes or something, and that's just who he is, and like then okay. You know, okay, fine. Maybe I don't like that character or something, but okay. But it puts those words in like almost every character's mouth. And it just makes them all seem less like themselves. They seem less solid. So basically either there's a lot of things that make me like raise an eyebrow, or I'm like, oh, why is the writing like this, right? And some of it is that's just what the writer does. Uchikoshi, I believe, is his name. That's just who he is, and that just comes into his writing. But sometimes there's like some mad genius stuff going on, where you're like, oh, this all ties together into this and that, and just trust in the process. And so I never want to count things out. Our only answer, I suppose, is to press onwards. I'm on this save screen instead of the title screen because Steam told me that it couldn't sync with the cloud, and that maybe if you launch this game, you're gonna lose all your progress. And I said, uh-oh. And I quickly looked around to see if there was a thing I could do to try to fix it, and I couldn't. So I just launched it, and the save files are here, so I think we're gonna be okay. So of course the end of it is the death of Iris again. And it's so funny that like the story with Ota and Mayumi sort of working through what the loss of Oda's dad and her onset of dementia has done to their relationship and how they're going to work together to try to get through it is meaningful. That hits for me. Date and Mizuki, you know, sort of accepting what they mean to each other and admitting it to each other, that works for me a lot. I felt really good about that stuff. And then, like, Iris's death scene in Date's arms, nothing. I felt nothing. I was like, okay, I guess. Like, it just felt like I was just not there with the game and the characters whatsoever. And that's a bit of a shame. I would have to think about it more, I think, to kind of articulate why exactly that is. I mean, ultimately, I think all the characters get sidelined by the plot. Like, it's like, why did she die? Well, because of, like, some crazy stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't feel real, I guess. But she did die in a fairly dramatic fashion. The prototype Somnium machine was unable to save her from a very sudden onset brain problem. And it seemed like it did do something, and it did kind of wake her up a little bit, enough to talk to us in her final moments. It also maybe took her eye. In terms of plot, though, I mean, maybe there is a conspiracy for this group. Nice Alotl. What it? I can't remember. Can't remember what their name is. Nix, I'll call them. Who are trying to... They control the whole world, and they're funneling resources to build a big satellite to beam the binary... What's it? What's the programming? The AI... The source of the AI... why do I think it's a B word? The web that IBA's based off and AI is based on. That stuff is apparently slightly sentient and trying to spread across the galaxy. And so it's trying to get people to build another satellite here on Earth to project it out further into the world. And for that, and Iris somehow found out about that, and that's why she had to die. The Wadjet system, thank you. All right, we have to go back into Somnium. I think I've kind of decided, for the most part, that I don't like the gameplay in the Somnium.
Where is this place?
I'm gonna skip this stuff because we already did most of it. I think the worlds that are created and a lot of the stuff that happens is fun. But there's not enough logic to figure out what the best thing to do is. You just kind of try stuff.
This is a pretty avant-garde pickaxe.
Perhaps designed with Silver Gate.
I forget if it's gate 1 or 2. I guess it would tell us, right? And yet, neither of them is lit up. Why?
A door. I got a rare material. Ooh.
This is kind of fun.
So there were a couple options. So I guess to kind of get back on track here, this is the Somnium. Date goes into the Somnium alone with Iris, with the intention of trying to figure out if she's making up all this conspiracy theory stuff. And basically he's trying to figure out if he's going to believe her or not. And you end up making a choice later on at the bottom, apparently, whether or not you're to believe her. And the whole time Iba's going, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe, you know, maybe we shouldn't do that.
That's a big.
It must.
And so you have multiple opportunities to stop listening
Materials that
Hey,
to what she's saying.
golden.
But according to the thing on the left, it seems like you don't really until the very end. So I'm just gonna do the same stuff until I get to the end and then look for a different option. But maybe we have to be doing different things the whole time, and the diagram's just kind of wrong. Like here, we can make something else, right? I'm still just gonna go ahead and make a disco. Oh well, I forgot. I need to. Is it truly random when you investigate? Let's see.
we have all the material.
Yeah, no, I still got this fucking times 4. I can't believe these are random. Oh, 30 seconds for that? Ouch.
This. We cannot proceed. A crafting. Under.
I think at the very end there was only one thing I could interact with. Yeah, we are gonna fast forward through the song. I'm gonna go to the end and look for a branch at the branching point, and if I don't see it, then I'll reset and do this all over. Different choices earlier. I guess we're digging? It's weird that it's not giving me a check mark on these gates.
It is blocked. It is. There's.
Oh, I can't investigate this thing anymore? Shoot.
This appears. This appears to be.
Oh, I have control. Okay.
The color of the.
What is that?
Someone's there? Iris's light. Iris's light. We cannot. Something is. It's blocked.
I keep only getting a third.
We cannot. A mirror.
Yeah, we're not gonna have enough. Alright, so you can touch the iris core, but there is other stuff here.
Nothing is show. Iris isn't here.
Great.
It's blocked. Without a pickaxe.
This glow's purple. Okay. I think we got a branch earlier. You think I've forgotten something about time in Somniums? Probably.
What was that all about?
It appears.
You can tell me.
This doesn't.
How can I never remember what gate to hit?
A door.
I don't think it's random. The first one is always awful.
A door or gate.
Yeah, I do know you can go over the time limit. But you don't get an unlock.
That's a big stick.
It must be. A vent. I found a crafting.
Do I want to burn a third on this?
A crafting table.
Maybe I want to investigate. Oh, good.
A crafting table. This. A vending machine.
Any stums? And these? We're trying to figure out how to make the other choice here.
A crafting table.
I have to risk one of these stupid investigates to get any timies, so I guess I don't want to use it on a 30.
Weren't we supposed to craft it?
Yeah, but it was bugging me.
One moment. Done.
Does this crafting table even do anything, really?
The switch is done.
What switch?
Just watch. Date, don't listen to her. So, this is what nice looks like.
Hmm.
This is what's behind all this.
Was Iris lying to me?
I'm not lying! Project Bluebeam is using holograms to trick you!
Project Bluebeam?
You can't let it fool you! You have to use the power of dance! Huh? Oh, look at that! The enemies disappeared. What?
If Iris is making all this up in order to make herself seem important, like she has the secret. Oh.
Is this a glitch? I'm not lying! Please believe me, Dante!
Oh, I think it crashed. Yep. Ah. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Oh, I need to click into the game so it will actually. Okay. Oh, an autosave, huh? Let's see where this puts me. If Iris, yeah, so if Iris is making this up, she's the special chosen one who's discovered the secret and the world's out to get her, and she with the power of dance, she can defeat them. I think that technically makes her a Chunibyo. Delusions of greatness. All right. Yeah, so a Chunibyo is stands for like 8th grade syndrome. Don't investigate this one. And it's a word for kids, typically teenagers around 8th grade, who imagine themselves to, I don't know, like a dark dragon spirit inhabits their right eye, and it gives them intense powers that no one can know about, right? Like the plots you would see in an anime or a manga or something. They believe to some degree that it's true of them for real. And probably a part of them knows it's not. But a part of them really wishes it was, and so it will cause them to behave a certain way in public, even, like, and then the idea is that eventually you kind of grow out of it. Okay, so we're back. We did it. We skipped it. We hit the switch. I feel like we defeated. Nice. So the other way you go back to gate 3. Behaving in a way characteristic of teenagers going through puberty. This is maybe more like the original definition. Oh, now it tells us what the investigate is. Alright. Still can't dig 4, I guess. Yeah, I'll take a third.
This appears to... I dug it up! Got the material! Let's move on.
There's an anime, what is it called? Chunibyo, Love and Other Delusions? Something like that?
Is that marble?
That I think sort of
Those flowers are
popularized.
winter irises.
They're wilted.
Whoa, this place
Oh, so this is all the same, huh?
Can make some... Okay, another craft.
At least you don't have to
Date, do you see that?
shrine.
That's humanity. Save us from the... We should have all the materials. Please, Date.
Only
Date.
I'm the only one.
Hey,
What?
I knew it. It's dangerous to do what Iris tells us.
I get what you're saying, but is it really dangerous?
Date, think rationally.
Think rationally. Yeah, the term Chunibyo existed. It was a guy on one of those like radio show comedians or something did a bit about kids pretending to be this great thing, and he named it Chunibyo. 8th grader syndrome. And after that, the term sort of... It didn't really get picked up until later, I think. Yeah, the girl with the eye patch. And the gif of her twirling her fingers. People have probably seen that one before. Gundam Tanaka is a Chunibyo. Exactly Gundam Tanaka. This whole thing believing like the 4 Dark Devas of... Like, they're just hamsters, right? But to him, they are the 4 Dark Devas of destruction, and he has... That's... I can't believe I didn't think of that as the example. If you need to know what a Chunibyo is,
There's a crafting
Gundam
table here
Tanaka.
as well. Iris said that all the materials should be here.
What's that on the floor next to the table?
This is...
They are the 4 Dark... I mean, maybe you're a Chunibyo.
An egg!
Part of the, I mean, at least in the anime, Chunibyo Love and Other Delusions, there's a couple of Chunibyos who like find each other and they like reinforce each other.
Understood. Done.
You could have given it a little more
You're more likely to believe in your own stupid story when someone else is believing in it with you and you believe in theirs. And
Specifications for... Boom. Please take the monuments. You can make miracles, Date!
Got it. Leave it to...
Are you going to continue doing...
Iba, I want to believe.
I see. If that is what I exist, let's bring this...
Yeah.
so did I do the wrong thing here? Is there another option? I think I might have done the wrong thing.
We cannot move... Someone... Who is...
Futoshi.
That is not Mama.
Futoshi.
Can I talk to him?
Definitely Futoshi.
I heard that Futoshi left on a journey to Sri Lanka to cultivate tea leaves.
What?
What? Really, Futoshi? You're just gonna leave Ikuno behind?
Someone's there? Excuse me, who are you? What the? Ah!
You did it. You got him.
That scared me. Why is there a monster in marble?
Hey, don't say that about Mama.
Oh, please. Is that...
This guy.
What? You know him?
Not exactly. He is a familiar face that has appeared in many unrelated people's dreams. He is an urban legend of sorts.
No, that's a...
Thank you.
You're a material?
Did I not get the material because I already have this other stupid thing on my head?
This appears. Understood.
Wilted.
This appears.
Yeah, he's got a check mark on him. Okay.
Someone. Someone's.
I'm gonna whoop. Assume that this one is gonna be the best thing I can do on whatever the final one is. So I'm gonna save it.
Excuse me.
Rawr. Okay, that didn't really give me anything, huh? Maybe now I can do something different on the crafting table?
There's a craft.
Craft NA.
Iris is.
If I spend 30 to get a quarter, I can quarter the 60 to make 15, and that's 45 total. Can I do better than that?
This appears.
Psh, not there. Okay.
Iris is. A craft.
What is NA?
I see. You can take advantage of this glitch, Date.
I don't know anything about guitars.
I said glitch, not Gretch.
What a reference. That's way over my head. I don't...
I can do that?
I have no idea.
This game is filled with bugs and programming errors. We can take advantage of that to reveal things not supposed to be seen.
Iba's a speedrunner. She's like pointing... She's moving pointers into parts of memory they're not supposed to be or something. Great.
What? It spent the this man material. We can use you?
Is it a glitched skill?
Oh, I see.
How about that? Anything change?
The numbers have changed.
What, is it August 32nd?
No, the pickaxe is level 255.
Oh, it's the
That's pretty extreme.
But
the
with this
double-sided
glitched
pickaxe.
item, we may be able to destroy something we were not supposed to be able to. Something in the game world. Or rather, something Iris doesn't want us to destroy.
the shrine wall, huh?
This is a street. I see. I just need to use the pickaxe.
You're right. Do it.
Leave it to me.
I'm mashing so hard. Ah, I was so close.
The wall disappeared.
The iris has bloomed?
No, this is no miracle. Merely the result of the game's programming, changing the iris from wilted to bloom.
That can't be.
Dante, what are you doing? What about the monument? What about fighting knives? Tell her that we have the strongest pickaxe. We don't need that. Let's continue. Wait! Dante! No! Don't abandon me!
Just this glitched pathway back here.
What's with this screen? Is it loading? Well, if you need to use the bathroom, now's the time.
You heard her. Look, if Iris is, as a professional streamer, is not going to fill this downtime, I'm not. We're back into this this closer to the real world interpretation.
Golden Yokocho. Not the world of Shovel Forge.
This might be Iris's real Somnium.
There's nothing here. We have no choice but to move forward.
It's weird how you end up on such a different path, despite that not being represented on the graph. Ambient street sounds.
What?
Got a thing? If I go slow, she doesn't go beep, 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 beep while I walk. Oh, there's something at the end. What exactly is this on the streets in whatever, Golden Yokocho? Is this why they call it that?
Is this the exit? Let's go in.
We're back.
Hey, look.
What? Pyramid?
Why do I feel like this was the wrong choice?
Nice is close. Dante, help me, please.
Iris!
Let's help Iris. Let's help her by freeing her from her world of delusion. Reveal the truth hiding inside her imagination, Date.
Huh.
It's a Can we be rash? It's blocked.
I wonder... This was the gate I took to get to that other world, right? So, like, it's possible we do the mirror door and that makes the pyramid go away and Iris is there, and then we have a different interaction with Iris now because of the route we took to get here? Or this gate that brought me here is the gate between this world and the real world. Smashing open this gate would be a good metaphor for having her confront reality. And I'm pretty torn between these two pretty different ideas. And I'm gonna have to redo a lot if I'm wrong. Well, it's only 10
It's blocked.
to try this.
Understood.
Nope. Even a level 255 pickaxe can't do it, huh?
Seems like...
Alright. There goes 10 seconds. We'll see if we got enough.
Well said.
Ooh.
Is this Iris when she was a child?
Iris, this is all in your head. You're imagining it. It's not real.
No, you're wrong, Date.
Iba,
What?
let's end this.
Yeah.
Wow. Good thing I kept this.
Iba, that thing there. Destroy it.
Stop!
Why does he have to say it like that?
Understood.
You can just picture him like lowering his face, the shadows growing deeper.
Stop!
Destroy it. Destroy her core. Okay, but that shootout happens at Marble before this Somnium, right? Because that's what sparks her to finally tell us about Nice and all of this. So why did several men show up to kidnap her to the point of fighting with guns? You didn't believe Iris. Do you have to have more than 0 seconds on both routes to get all of the unlocks? Or just one of them?
Okay, I think I got it. So it's like this. Date and Tessa were attacked at Golden Yokocho by a group of unknown gunmen?
Mm-hmm.
No, not unknown. They were hired by Nizet Laws, also known as Nice. I found out Nice's secret, and now they want me dead.
So she's still firmly believing all of this, huh? That, or the look on her face,
Date, is this for real?
means that her resolve in this is starting to shake.
It's true that we were shot at by armed gunmen, but the nice part...
Sync earlier. It didn't prove Iris's story. It only made me more skeptical. Iris is lying, maybe even unknowingly. She believes she's being targeted by Nice. She sincerely does, but...
Date, you don't believe me?
I thought about it carefully before answering.
Iris, let me be honest. I think you're letting your imagination get the better of you.
It's not my imagination. Why don't you believe me? Date, you're just being stubborn. You're just a cynical old man who doesn't believe in anything.
Then you have to give me proof. If you can't show me proof, I can't believe you. Iris, seriously, you're imagining things.
I wish Date would not be like, you're imagining things, and be like, ask her more questions, right? How did you discover what you discovered? You know.
Fine then. I was stupid to think I could trust you, Date. Bye.
Iris stood up and walked away. Where's Iris? She was here a moment ago.
She kind of made her own. She's probably there.
She's certainly made herself at home. Has Iris been back there before?
Yeah, Tessa's been here a few times.
This is weird. Mayumi hates this girl, but she's here often enough that she's got a place here. Have we even met Mayumi? Now that I think about it. Look at my joystick drifting, by the way. I'm not touching it. Alright, where do we meet Mayumi? I don't remember. I don't remember what these ones are. Like if we just never see Mayumi and like the nature of this world is completely different on the side, like that would be pretty interesting. What do you think, Oda?
Date, you don't believe Tessa, right?
Right.
You don't believe Nizet Laws exists?
No, I don't.
Then why was she almost kidnapped?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a
But it
decent
might have
question.
something to do with Renju.
And so,
He was looking for Iris.
In any case, we don't know who's behind it, but we know she's in danger. Which is why I came here. I need you to hide Iris.
What?
I need to go somewhere.
To Hitomi's residence.
Yeah, I need to talk to her immediately.
Well, yeah. If you make her mad, you make me mad.
Well, I guess you'll have to be mad then. She had to hear the truth. The cold, hard truth.
Even if that's true, you could have worded it nicer. You could have handled this better, Date.
I think so as well. You are as clumsy as ever.
Hide Iris? I mean, I don't mind, but... why here?
The organization that I'm in may have a traitor, so I can't take her to HQ. That, of course, means that I can't take her to my house either. So I thought this diner would be a good place. Her enemies wouldn't look for her here. If she's here with you guys, I know that she's safe.
Wait, you guys?
Yeah, I'm expecting one more. Any minute now.
Music-y. It's like a slumber
Mizuki?
party.
Don't worry, I understand everything. I'll protect Iris.
Anyway, if they do manage to find her here, having Mizuki around should help, right?
Right. I know how strong she is.
Good luck, you two.
Thanks, Dante.
Thumbs up.
Date.
I'm sorry for coming so late.
You got some splaining
I need
to
talk to you
do.
about Iris.
What is it?
I steeled myself and
Iris
continued.
said something to me that was very concerning. She said she's being targeted by an organization called Nizatlaws, and that she needs help. Does any of this sound familiar?
I decided not to tell her about the shooting at Golden Yokocho. I didn't want her to worry. I feel like that's very irresponsible, but okay. After a while, Hitomi spoke.
I didn't intend to hide it from you. I just never found the right time.
Huh?
She's sick. Iris has a malignant brain tumor.
A brain tumor?
It makes her say strange things sometimes.
I see. Her delirium could be a result of a brain tumor. It can also cause hallucinations and violent thoughts. It makes sense. Everything Iris said was likely a result of her condition.
Iba summarized it so bluntly, so calmly, but I couldn't stay calm. The words malignant brain tumor circled in my mind.
I didn't tell her the specifics, but I'm sure she knows.
I feel like you should tell her the specifics. What the heck?
We found out in January. She suddenly collapsed at school. She went to the hospital and they examined her. They found a tumor. According to the doctor, surgery wouldn't help.
You mean?
Grade 4. Terminal.
Wow.
She has a year to live. At most. That's what the doctor told me. And if they were right, then she only has a few months left.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
It's a brain tumor. It can cause a number of side effects. Nausea and dizziness.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes her hands and legs go numb.
The fork she dropped. Or the spoon, I guess.
Sometimes she can't control her body temperature.
No, but I am kind of warm.
I was gonna cut to her freezing in the warehouse, and I'm like, I don't think that was her fault.
That was all caused by her brain tumor?
Ordinary treatments won't work, but there is one way to save her life.
Which is?
Okay. I love that this phone just pops up and covers her.
Why now? Sorry, could you excuse me?
I bet bad news. at the diner. Iris has run away.
Dante, I'm sorry.
What? What happened?
Iris, she's gone. She
Uh-huh.
disappeared. I only took my eyes off her for a second.
What? Where did she go?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling. But she left a note on the table. Ota sent you a picture. Did you get it? I have it now. Opening.
Person she trusts most is probably Ota. If not, it's number 89.
Iris.
I have tried calling Iris with a different line. I cannot connect. It is probable that she turned her phone off.
Damn. Mizuki, let's split up and find her. Let Ota know too.
Got it.
Did something happen?
She was eavesdropping. No point hiding it. I told her that Iris was missing.
What?
Vix is here, and you got a TwitchCon 2022 Amsterdam badge. Look at that thing. They told me when quiet. She didn't ask why she disappeared. I'm sure she thinks it's the tumor. She thinks that Iris's illness is making her go insane.
Iris said that she was going with somebody. With the person she trusts most. Any idea who that might be?
No.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, she's gonna tell him that it's number 89, and then he's gonna go.
I'm gonna go look for her.
I'll go too.
These ... dots are making me think she does know, and she's choosing not to tell us.
No, please, stay here. She might come home.
But
It's all right. I'll find her. Trust me.
okay.
Have fun, stay safe, Vix.
Date, the person in Iris's letter. The one she trusts most.
Oh god, Andy does have my phone number, I'm pretty sure.
Who do you think that is?
I wouldn't answer it. I probably wouldn't even know that you called. My headphones make it hard to hear my phone on vibrate. What am I doing? I'm talking to her. Who does Iris trust the most? Uncle.
I see. The man Hitomi was dating since.
Yeah, I don't know why, but this is the guy.
He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
So part of the weirdness in the other timeline is
But Iris said that she was looking for him.
explained by hooking Iris up to the Somnium machine, I think.
What are the odds she found him just now? I don't think that's possible.
But there's still some other... Oh. It's not him. I assume he came and got her or something, and I guess it's Renju?
I think so too. Remember what Iris said?
He did come and get her during her live stream.
He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
According to the mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
Anyway, basically nothing this game does is going to
looking
explain why
for
these
Iris.
characters care so much about this guy they were with for 3 months.
I think Renju called Iris.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Then what can I do? We've been looking for Renju. Everyone at HQ is looking for him too.
We haven't talked to him this entire game.
Not to
That it
mention
wasn't
he's
in a
on the run with
flashback.
Number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
So here's my flowchart. I think it's a lot of the game, really. I started with left, and got the Ota ending. Ota and Mayumi, his mom, and their whole story. And then I went right and got the Mizuki ending with her and Date, and I thought those were great. And then I backed up and went here, and we got this crazy ending where the boss is in on it, and she's like betraying you or something, and then it's locked. And then I had to come back here and go this way. And then I went on the Iris Crazy Train conspiracy theory story, which I thought was by far the worst part of the whole game. And now I'm going this way. If we had some clues to work with.
This mess.
Are you giving up? Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment. We need to find her immediately.
You love that ending? Like, ironically, or...
Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
Where would he go? Sunfish Pocket seems to be like an important place for him.
Ota already searched Sunfish Pocket. It's open for business. However, Iris was not there.
Oh, the boss ending.
I didn't ask about Renju, but I am sure that he would have told us.
Playing Yakuza at the moment. I guess Lemnis Gate.
I got a call from Mizuki. She went to Lemnis Gate, but no one was there. Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from HQ. If he went back there, we would have been contacted.
Also, that would be a new location in this game, which we stopped doing hours ago. Oh, okay. The real option just couldn't be there
Storage
yet. Okay.
warehouse. Maybe he's there.
And he just leaves the door open, huh? Okay, she's not cut in half.
There is no
We got that going for us. This warehouse is literally the only place that anything ever happens.
He's not. Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
There was that other warehouse with the prototype Somnium machine.
Is there someone here?
There's So's mansion.
No living organisms detected.
Then
No living organisms detected.
Oh.
you mean
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something.
It's playing the sad music.
On Sunday night, you saw Iris's body here?
yeah? Her dead body was right here on the workbench.
This is where I found the corpse. There's nothing here now. I kind of already remember all the stuff that you can click on since the last time I had to click on everything. Can't click on this, even though it looks important. Oh,
Date, the forklift. Doesn't it seem off somehow? It hasn't been in use for some time, but something is peculiar about it.
huh. What?
No. This can't be.
Is she just behind it? Oh. Huh. Eye missing. Her
Iris.
right eye is missing. I thought it was
Iris.
left eyes that were going. think we've officially confirmed there's not a single timeline Iris survives.
Have you settled down?
Well, Iris, that she comes away with.
The scene is being inspected without
She's
you.
missing an eye in some of them.
This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
I don't know if talking down to someone like this is the best way to pull them out of whatever situation they're in.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly.
I don't think Ibe is capable of talking to Date in any other way other than down.
First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
To preserve something.
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
Missing its right eye.
That is a unique factor, but there was something else. Something more peculiar.
Okay. Hidden in the engine compartment.
The culprit was afraid that the body would be discovered, so they hid it under the hood. But why there? The ocean is right here. If they really wanted to hide the body, they could have put weights on it and sunk it into the water.
But we do not know for certain that the culprit was attempting to dispose of the body. There is something more unusual.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Hold on, he's gonna run the calculations here. What temperature does it take to freeze 105 pounds of human
105,
meat?
Huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid, but we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Where did the corpse that was on the table earlier go?
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
It's not... Iris is not dead. The corpse was not a hallucination, and it's not because I saved Iris in Somnium, so...
You mean...
You've got it.
I bolted into the warehouse like I was shot out of a gun. It'd be funny if it was just like, this is plastic, Date. This is not... Is he gonna x-ray for her brain tumor? Like, what are we doing here?
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth.
What?
The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
this corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means?
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife.
It's always a kitchen
This
knife.
matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years. At least 10 years. What? Immediately after giving birth, she's killed and frozen for many, many years, and then just ends up here at this warehouse? And now I gotta figure out, like, who's the baby, right? Like,
10 years?
is this Iris's real mother or
She
something?
was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues.
I mean, it's either the congressman or Renji,
The
right?
scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here.
Mm-hmm.
And there is something else about So Sajima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Ranchu and So?
The X-ray, yeah, it goes through metal, but not through people. Uh-huh.
But we still do not know where Renju is.
Maybe it's like a camera, and you can focus it as deep or as shallow as you want.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sajima.
Let's roll. We're definitely gonna get something out of him, and he's not just gonna be like, get out of here. I'm sick of you showing up in my backyard. Who keeps letting you in? You gotta build these fences higher, man. I missed the first line. Mizuki and Oda kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts are still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. It will eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. With that in mind, I headed to So's mansion. He's gonna confess this time for sure.
Never to show your face here again.
You did say that, I think more than once even. Anyway, I got some questions for you.
Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her,
Whoop.
didn't you?
He glows because he's lying. Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Renju Okiura?
So the body just sits in the forklift all the time?
You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for
And he just took it out to look at it?
There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with.
Look at him in this this little moving image we got of him. He looks so proud of himself. Wait for it. When he does this animation where he swoops his hair. Hey.
Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. In an instant, they surrounded me. God, these copy-paste clone goons are so funny.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
I can't believe it didn't... man, I really thought that was gonna go somewhere. Shoot.
Damn it! So,
There's nothing we can do.
There's never anything we can do there.
We did arrive without a warrant.
Unless we bring
We
Mizuki
were technically trespassing.
and a lightning gun.
If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
I thought, like, who would look after Mizuki? I think is a more important question.
Calm down, Date.
But this is just like this is the Iris timeline or whatever, so
We
it's,
still have our lead.
lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her
oh my god.
Alice or Alice. What do you think?
The reference.
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Here she goes again with these 3
Again with
questions.
this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
In her Mizuki's Somnium. How many days ago was that? I need to see the flowchart. This is day 5. Yeah, day 2 here. 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2.
I know there's been multiple times where I say something and then the game says it right after. Like I make fun of this game for being silly and like doing these horrible jokes and stuff, and then sometimes I'm right there with the game perfectly in sync.
Who is the girl?
This is a hell of a question. Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes.
I mean, I feel like I already made that connection when I jump back and say I saw this body 3 days
So we
ago.
have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
Oh, that is a good point.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy, but prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday.
Mizuki being the child of Alice makes a lot of sense now, huh?
Shrine. Why would she be there?
Unknown.
Well, I wouldn't say a lot of sense, but
She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
a little over 10 years old and clearly special, right? She
Okay, let's go.
we haven't really fully addressed the fact that she has superhuman strength and speed and other things.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories.
I don't think I realized I was coming here to meet her or anything.
We used to come here all the time.
Mizuki's probably my favorite character in the whole game.
We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means and eyelash extensions and aerial yoga.
Aerial
And
yoga.
we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong. I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Blue hair and a fan of yellow.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
You do yoga on fabric strips hanging from the ceiling? Is that actually what it is?
But
Like Cirque du Soleil shit?
I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
I feel like I can't I feel like very few people can walk into like, here's an aerial yoga 101, right? Like, I feel like you gotta take like 3 years worth of other yoga classes before you can even
Mizuki,
try.
I have something very important to ask you.
Maybe the physics of it just work out that it doesn't require as much strength as I think. I don't know. I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories, so that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told Mizuki everything. About how Renju ran off with the assassin number 89. How 89 is connected to So Sejima. And that Sejima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony on her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice.
She's using this name already, huh?
It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemnis Gate. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi.
What? Precocious little 12-year-old.
That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside.
What? Like, I'm still trying to wrap... What 12-year-old is like... No, I'm definitely gonna call a cab and follow my dad.
I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift. And then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
This kid saw a body,
But
huh?
at the time, I thought it was Iris.
What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
When did this happen? She said it went 10 days ago or something? About a month ago.
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of Somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sink.
And that's why she was like hidden under the carousel.
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
About Okira Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and
She does a lot of bold things because she gets curious.
I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go.
Before she was born, he takes over this specific warehouse where this body is, huh?
Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
That was quick. I feel like as quick as that took, you probably could have tried it for like 6 years ago, and then 7 years ago, and then 8 years ago, and it would have taken you about 5 minutes.
What's her name?
Monica EY, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
I feel like we've heard this name Monica before.
A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Mhm.
We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Ui, my
Right.
best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice is... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead.
She said she lost someone very important. She didn't necessarily say that person was dead.
Iba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Roger that.
There's a lot going on here.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
I only got 4 pieces of evidence, huh? They're all about Monica, so I guess I have to see which one is which.
Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School. Monica's body was found completely frozen solid. Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death. Monica's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. This warehouse has been under Renju's management for 18 years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monica.
I feel like none of these are very good for answering this question. How can Hitomi stay calm?
Completely frozen. It is, however, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago. Thus, it is extremely likely she was killed around that time.
So her baby would be...
Just turning 18.
I guess I'm just gonna be like, it wasn't her.
Because that body isn't Iris.
Okay.
And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it.
I just listened to all these, but yeah, he managed the warehouse.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
It's true, she hasn't said a
When I
word.
was young, I lost someone very important to me.
She talks more in flashbacks. Wait, is her actual model talking whenever she talks in the flashback?
Monica Iwai, my best friend.
Yes.
One of the only friends I had.
Because the model in the bottom left is linked to the model in the scene.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Here we go.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What?
do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
That's pretty irresponsible.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
If it's only a
Not
little.
even a little.
Just a little loss of consciousness.
If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Oh.
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind.
What could go wrong?
Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine.
What?
I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well... Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, why?
Separating the yolk from the
If you
whites.
imagine an egg as your consciousness, the Yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed. But there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded.
What?
Switched.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
Anything else?
Now you know everything. Talk to the boss.
My phone is buzzing.
Unaware of this information is not on any accessible data.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could
It's not
be
me, I
exploited.
promise. I need to stop that sound though. It's driving me crazy.
Exploited. But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try.
So this means someone's memory is swapped with someone else, right? I'm thinking of like number 89, the previous Kumakura chairman.
We didn't tell any sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
bad people?
A
Bad
criminal
people.
organization, spies from another country, those people. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The Sync machine isn't just for entering a person's Somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
Swapping
The
bodies between
pictures.
two people? Trading minds?
Remember what I told you earlier. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
You really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
The light over there. Is that a firefly? Somnium scan. Activate.
So what are we gonna be in for here? He told me Somnium. Just out in the woods somewhere, huh? 'Cause 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 ' Reveal the hidden secrets.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
A flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
Worship, smell, and figure out type.
What happened?
It doesn't have any particular smell, but for some reason I nearly blacked out.
Maybe it's poisonous.
What's this? Caring words from you, Date. What are you hiding? A flower. I cannot identify the type of flower in this state. It appears to be some kind of lily. A flower bud. Worship it?
Yeah.
I will pray
Yeah.
to it as though I am mourning
You
the
know.
dead. It bloomed a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
Lit it up. Rock 1. And rock 2, something way over there. Hole in tree.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to fit inside.
Just stick your hand in there.
I am not going to be eaten or anything. Whoa!
Bad end.
I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
Okay. Oh, that seems promising. We gotta shake something.
A rock. Understood.
Ow. Oh. Ooh.
My foot hurts.
I see.
My foot hurts!
Sorry.
What was that animation?
A rock. Do what?
Just try.
Understood.
Well, did you find anything?
No, of course not.
I don't know. I'm trying to shake stuff. That's a thing. Renju? Is that what that says?
Renju Okiura.
Inspect him, talk to him, flirt with him, hit him.
This is for neglecting your responsibility to Mizuki, you coward! No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Mizuki yet.
Renju O-
4 minutes.
Renju, what are you doing in a place like this?
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least. Renju... Yoo-hoo, Renju!
Yoo-hoo.
Come get some of this.
That's not flirting. That's... I don't know what that
Come
is.
on!
Sorry, that was was a bad idea.
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste. Renju... He looks young, but this is definitely Renju Okiura as he appeared approximately 20 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Okay, I thought for sure he was gonna be something. Is Rock 1 any different from Rock 2?
Understood.
I see.
My...
Sorry.
The exact same thing, cool.
A rock.
3 minutes, Date.
Do what?
Just
Understood. A rock. But it...
God's living.
Or rather...
Just try it.
If you insist...
How was it?
Yes.
Guess it was a waste.
I do not... A rock. But it...
Yep, okay.
A hole in the... I am not...
I think you are.
That's strange. Should have worked.
Did you want to see me get sucked in?
Yeah.
A hole in...
Oh, I actually got a timey, even though it didn't say I would get one.
A hole. The Emperor is naked!
Okay. What about the Empress, though?
The Empress is naked!
Sounds like my kind of empire. Let's move there. I don't see anything.
Nor do I.
I don't know what this reference is. I mean, it's sort of the Emperor's New Clothes, I guess, but...
Understood. I will do my best. This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monica.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
Are they? I feel they look pretty much exactly the same to me. They're just wearing different clothes. Okay. Can I show this to Renju now? There's a Rock 3? God damn it.
Renju.
Okay.
Renju. Wait!
Renju!
I probably should have just backed up. Well, I goofed at the start, too.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
I'm almost certainly gonna have to do this one again. You took off running this away, but... We're still trying to shake something? Useless fucking hints. Hole. It's not rock, that's hole.
What is this hole? Really?
There's a map
Yeah,
button?
go ahead.
Understood. Huh. It's even... Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she?
Hmm. So there's hole 3, and then something this way. Rock 2. No, the map isn't showing me everything.
Another hole in a tree.
Those are pretty big.
Okay, but this time I scream.
Hitomi Date likes.
Hey, what are you trying? Hitomi won't remember this, but still.
Hitomi stopped.
I guess she was moving or something.
You have 1 minute left.
That's Hitomi. Hitomi.
Guess she can't hear. She looks like she's.
That's Hitomi. Where?
Well, you could, you know.
But in this Somnium,
Her stomach.
if you say. I touched it.
So, what's the soft?
It was soft. Nice and pliant.
Valuable information.
You. Oh. That's Hitomi.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Hitomi? I see.
Well,
She dresses modestly, but underneath.
good work.
Okay.
Emma.
That's Hitomi. Like Ren.
Something.
Time's up.
Gotta run this one back. Truly don't care anymore about the Somniums.
A flower.
There's no direction on the map, like what direction I'm facing.
A hole in a. A hole in.
This one is tackle.
5 minutes left, Date.
A rock. This is a.
Is there any kind of.
No.
What? I just got like a no timey.
A rock.
Half.
A rock.
Quarter.
Renju.
Yeah, these timies don't seem very good, huh? Everything
Renju.
seems to be mostly inexpensive. This is the timeline where we don't believe Iris. She's missing. We believe Renju. Renju and Hitomi are related to the murder of someone named Monica, who is almost certainly Iris's real mother. And for some reason, her body has been preserved in a warehouse for 18 years.
4 minutes.
The hole. I think the hole was this way somewhere. Shit.
What is this hole?
I thought she was Mizuki's mom for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, go.
It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monica! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she?
Another hole in a...
We scream, that gets her to stop, and then we gotta do one other thing, probably at a fourth hole in a tree somewhere.
3 minutes, Date.
So those two dots I think are Rock and Hitomi. Which should make this fucking joystick stop it. So there are two things over there. And that's it. In this direction. Rock one and the hole in the tree. So am I interacting with rocks now all of a sudden? Or is there more to do with this hole in the tree?
A hole in a... What is this? A web of some kind?
Well, it would have to be a spider web.
I have web on my face. A hole in a... Leave it to me. Date, perhaps we should pursue a more peaceful route.
Yeah, I agree.
A hole in a... I won't get sucked in, right?
Okay.
A cord bracelet has appeared on my wrist. Perhaps it belongs to someone.
Might be important. Hold on to it.
Now I think we're finally ready to interact with Hitomi.
That's Hitomi. Do you remember this? Wait!
Okay, bye.
Follow her.
On it!
Shook Hitomi. We're just metaphorically shaking them, I
You have
guess.
less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Excuse me. Hole 2. Like, it says objectives over there, but it doesn't show me which of these is which here. Hole? Isn't rock. Hole.
A large...
30 seems like kind of the biggest one that I hesitate to throw away a good one in case there's some really massive one later on, but
If there is nothing left to do... Date, what is going on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
Just one thing.
A Lycoris flower.
Do we worship again?
Let's do it.
We're back to Shovel Forge.
Another hole. A large hole.
Damn it. I needed that. I needed that 1/8. So cool. So cool. It's really cool. It's a cool game. Is the 1/8 gonna be enough even? We'll see. I have to eat a 30 or something to jump down the hole, right?
A large hole. If there is... Date,
I don't know, it's...
I see.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
It's 15, and then I think 15 again. With my 1/8.
A like. A large.
1 minute left.
We've come this far. I will not protest now. That is...
Uh-huh. Dawn of the final day? No, still day 5.
Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. My guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
The Igon seems to imply the Cyclops killers, though.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Back at my home, I guess. 18 years ago. Okay, we're flashing back.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
How long, though?
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
He just had this on him, huh?
I really don't think I'll need it.
At this point, I think he is in with the Kumakuras.
But okay.
So I guess
it
it
feel better.
can be explained that way.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind.
Look at him waving. Oh my god, it's so creepy.
But I didn't understand any of it. We tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened. And it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
This guy's steaming from all this murder. Who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
Why would he do that?
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Saito
the
Sejima.
son of So and his late wife.
His son.
Saito was 12 at the time.
Oh. Wasn't the Cyclops killer's first murder when he was 12?
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago.
This would be how Saito hooks up with the chairman
That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
to get in on their eyeball
Rohan went to
thing.
the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home, but we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here?
Yeah. Cover her.
The voice.
Just a minute.
Let me get in on those eyeballs.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Monica! Monica!
How does this lead to we need to preserve this body in this warehouse for 18 years?
We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Were they hoping to, like, build evidence to bring down So?
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child.
If Saito is the Cyclops killer and is number 89, then that means he goes on to be Hitomi's lover and Iris's beloved uncle.
And I believed him.
And that'd be fucked up.
We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to, no matter what.
Okay, I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
You want to explain this first? You couldn't leave her there? You couldn't? You had to take her to the cold storage warehouse?
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Does Hitomi give So the key to the warehouse when they're meeting at the mansion that one time? Come visit anytime you want to see Monica. That's fucked up.
Don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
Renju, 19 years old.
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time.
This is a weird way to put that.
You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Why was Hitomi French in high school? It's okay. You can wear a beret. Anyone can wear a beret.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
Okay, so they both know.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity
If his son was one of the Cyclops killers and did end up in jail and is number 89, how did that get covered up in a satisfactory way? That seems pretty far-fetched, right?
So wait until the right moment. Okay?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love, and Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all of that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Mommy, I won race today! Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again! Mommy, you are so good at dancing! Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it! My body dances on its own! Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me?
Poof.
Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching!
Yeah, like there was a progression of like 3, 4, 5, and then it just kind of stayed there.
Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too! Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law, and the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father, and even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris, but fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said, if you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was
some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor.
Nanomachines.
But the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something
Okay,
I could
this is
afford.
why she goes to So.
I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan to blackmail So Tsujima.
Remember that time where Date and Iris are in the garden and he looks and sees her mom talking to him? And he's like, better not go over there. Could you imagine if he did?
I invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived,
Okay, and this is when Date interrupts this whole thing.
he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. a woman his own son killed. He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
This is a hell of a plan, lady.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras, even if he found out who I was. Without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career, not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back, but then something unexpected happened. I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me.
The Kumakuras aren't really much of a threat. Yeah, the modern day Kumakuras are really something, huh?
And when you were done looking around,
It can't be. Iris.
Oh, this is why Aiba is down during this part, because if she's up, she would be like, hey, I detect someone living in this warehouse, Date, and you would x-ray and see her behind the forklift. I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monika Uwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have.
What is this shot? What perspective do I have here? Creeping behind Renju.
Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse.
I feel like the stunt with the corpse was maybe unnecessary and extremely risky.
What Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is
If he were to just take that body and get rid of it, isn't that like all her proof? Like, she could make a big stink about it or whatever, but like, she wouldn't have any evidence. I think.
But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions.
I can't do it. You have to be the one to use the mouth. I'm just the eye.
Snap out of it.
I heard Aiba call for me and came too. Yeah, here we go. Aeromath wanted to know this one.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
We learned a little bit about that in the other timeline.
I probably don't have to.
He's just got a thing for it.
Be sure.
He's just screwed up.
After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
It's just her word against his, though. You could just be like, this bitch is crazy. She's got no evidence. She's got nothing. It's total lies. And then who's everyone gonna believe? The super popular politician?
Put Monica's body back under the hood of the forklift.
Or this random nobody with no evidence?
I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
The DNA. That's something, I guess. It's a little weird, though, because you can't guarantee that you can get him to give his DNA, but then he would look a little suspicious if he was unwilling to give his DNA for some reason.
The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple.
No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
I headed for the exit.
Wait. Where are you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
Gong.
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number 89.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Date. Run.
Huh.
Boss!
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monica's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsujima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Aiba, can you turn the power
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot me?
Easily.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what? He's like got him subdued and then breaks his arm anyway. Just bundled him up and stuffed him in there.
Where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
All right, take me there.
Where do we think it is? The shrine. The warehouse with the machine? Yeah, the abandoned factory.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? Oh! Oh! Is he taking... Did he take a memory from another timeline? Is that what he did? Is that what he fucking did? Corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter? Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access Watch It, my core programming. He'll be able to destroy my mind.
I know I know a little bit about, what is it, Netrunner? And like ice is like a way to stop people from hacking.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they have received.
Should have broke both arms. He's there with like his nose and tongue on the keyboard, just like, nah, I'm gonna get you.
The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Dante. They are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now.
It's okay, I think I've got the morphogenetic field
The
now.
most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours, or else I will cease to exist.
Date, what's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
All right, now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. It's fine, that should be plenty of time. I gripped my evolver and got moving.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that...
Oh.
Renju?
Bzz. There he is. There's our boy. The case remains unsolved. I thought when I was like, wait, why do I know that this is the factory? I thought I had just passed what would have been a lock at that point. Now this is going to unlock because we know who number 89 is. Oh, how much further do I want to commit to this? It's getting good, isn't it? It seems like we're sort of heading towards a conclusion. I don't know, it might take a long time to get there. I've been going for 2 hours, 40 minutes. I like to wrap up before 4 hours. Ideally for how long I want to do a stream. It would. I also like. It would be a little bit of a shame if I left like just 1 hour or something for the final stream or something. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. I can't back out. I'm stuck on the screen. I just want to get to the menu so that I can have some music. Wow, my joystick is super drifting. I'm not doing anything. And then I just tapped it a little bit. Wow. Stums has a question. The shovel forward music. Yeah, the music is pretty good. Do you know of Long Long Man? No. That sounds weird. Sounds like a creepypasta or something. It's getting good. We're back to the parts of the game that I like. The characters are driving the plot forward. And it's getting good. Some of the twists are good. I like the way a lot of things are interwoven. Oh, it'll be the commentate thing. Okay. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, that basically the only channel point reward I have is you can spend 10,000 points to make me commentate something. And no one ever knows what to do with it because it's so ambiguous. But I mostly do commentary for speedruns and stuff, like at Games Done Quick. I will be the guy explaining what's going on. And so people would be like, I wish I could have you commentate something, and I was like, all right, here you go. Here's your way to do it. Maybe one day I'll do a stream where I try to just do a bunch of those or something. I don't know. I definitely, I'm gonna say on Saturday. At what time though? What time should I start? I've been trying to thinking maybe I want to do something drastic to try to flip my hours around. I'm waking up at like 5 p.m. or something. It's no good. Let's say Saturday at 7 p.m., I guess. I'm gonna play some more of this and maybe finish it. I'm excited to see how it ends. Depending on how it goes, I may be more excited to play the next game, which just came out. After the previous stream, I was like, I don't know about this other game, but I think I'm maybe back on board after today, so looking forward to seeing the big crazy ending that they got planned. If you're looking forward to seeing it, I know it's a little bit... There's a lot of things to watch at 7 p.m. on Saturday. So maybe some people will catch that one on the VOD or something, but either way, that's where you can find me next time. I hope to see you then. Thanks so much for watching.